Okay, so our shear force, the maximum shear force we had was 222
Yeah.
kilonewtons. Okay, so with 222 kilonewtons, we are asked to design for the shear. The first thing that we need to do is to calculate our shear stress.
Okay.
So shear stress, stress is force over area. So it is our
Yeah.
shear force over our area, and the area is BD, where B is the breadth of the beam, and then D is the effective depth. So this 222 is represented by V. So 222 times 10 to the power 3 over the BD. So what was the breadth of the beam? It was 200.
Yeah.
So 200 by, and the depth was 500. But
Yeah,
no, not
500. Yes.
this D is the effective depth. So it
Effective date. So 455.
was 4555 actually. So
Yeah.
455. What are we having for here?
2.439.
Okay, so 2.439 Newton per mm squared. That is our shear stress. And shear stress, remember, is represented by small v. So small v
Okay.
is 2.439 Newton per millimeter squared.
Okay.
Okay. So from here, then you calculate another one, which is your VC. That one is 0 points. You remember, or have you come across it? Or
Yeah, I saw
1.25.
it from your solutions. That was what I was asking if it's a formula
Yeah, it's a formula.
that you have to keep it in mind. And I said,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a formula that you have to memorize. If not,
So this not the
come again. Hello.
thing you tell you
Hello, can you hear me?
again. So.
Hello, come again. What were you saying? I didn't get that.
I mean, is it not in the code book? That's
It is in the code book. It's in the code book. But what is in the code book is it's a table.
what I'm.
And the
Oh,
table
okay.
is based on this formula. So you can equally use the table for uh, the same calculation.
Okay.
But if you don't want to use the table, that's when you go by. And I feel like if you don't want to have any issues with the code, you just have to
Mm,
memorize the things that you need to memorize so that
okay.
you'll be free
I only
from
want
constantly visiting the code.
okay.
So this is the whole formula.
Okay.
Okay, so let's calculate our VC. Our AS, I don't know whether you can go back and check for me the area of reinforcement we got. I think it was 3 point something. The number of bars was 3 point something.
Right. It was 3.472.
3.472. So by
Yeah.
pi over 4 times the diameter was 20 squared, right?
Yeah.
But if you still have the area, you can just give it to me so that we don't go through this
And the actual
process of
AS.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 1090.662.
So 1090.662.
Yeah.
1090.662. Okay. And squared. So let's face that here. And then our B, we already know is 200. And our D, effective depth, is 455.
Mm.
And here, you check whether 400 over D will be less than 1. If it is less than 1, you maintain 1 for the entire place. After that, you check your FCU over 25. And I think FCU, or the value of FCU, the concrete strength, it's 40. So
40, yeah.
40 over 25. Yeah, and we are good.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think the 400 over 455 is less than 1.
Okay, so it means that you maintain 1 per place.
Mm. So I maintain 1 or
Yeah, 1. So
oh,
put
okay.
1 there. What are you getting for the entire thing?
Oh,
Please.
I'm not right. I'm not writing it.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to write what we've written over there before I go through it. I got 0.785.
Okay. So 0.785 Newton per millimeter squared.
Yeah.
Okay. So with this value, then in the code, I've forgotten the part that it is, but it's in the code. It's in a tabular form like that. It
Mm,
says that you have to check for certain conditions. And the first condition is that condition one is that you have to check if 0.5 times VC is greater than V. If 0.5 times VC is greater than V, then you need no reinforcements. Is are you following?
yeah.
Okay. And the second condition is that you have to check if um, Hello.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry. It's- Okay. So where have we reached? We've calculated our V and we've calculated our VC.
yeah.
Mr. Isaac, you are welcome. So from there, the next thing is that you have to compare whether 0.5 VC is more than V. If this is correct, you need no reinforcement. If this is not correct, then you have to check whether VC plus 0.4 is more than V. If VC plus 0.4 is more than V, then with that one, I think you need a reinforcement, which is equal to ASV over SV, which is less than or equal to 2.8. I have to find that equation. It's something similar to this. I don't know if you have your code with you. It's in the code. Forgotten the page. Do you have your code with you there?
No, I don't have it here.
Okay, don't have it.
I'm checking one of the solutions you sent if you use that.
I'll write it properly and send it to you. It's something like this. And then if this is not true, or if this becomes
You
less
said
than
if
V,
if 0.5 times VC is less than V and 0.5 times 0.603 is greater than 0.0689, no reinforcement is needed.
okay.
And I think it's one of your solutions. That was what I said. I never understood it and you didn't explain.
Um,
Yeah.
I said, well, can you come again with that?
Can I screenshot and send it to you on WhatsApp?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing is that if this doesn't pass that test, meaning that if VC plus 0.4, if it doesn't pass that test, what you do is that you have to compare V with 5 or 0.8 square root of FC. So what we are saying is that I've seen it. So what we are
Okay.
saying is that if V is less than or equal to this or that, then we use a formula which is SV less than or equal to ASV times 0.95 FC, sorry, FYV all over BV V minus VC. I'm sure of this particular one, but I have to look for this. There are two formulas,
Oh, okay.
and here is 0.87. Forgive me for that.
Okay.
Mhm. So the condition is that if VC plus 0.4 is still less than V, then we move on to compare with 5 or 0.8 times the square root of FC. So let's see, our VC is equal to what?
0.785.
0.785.
Yeah.
Okay. So VC plus 0.4 will give us
1.185.
3.1.5. And what is our V? The small V.
The V is 2.439.
2.439. So you can see that V is greater than VC plus 0.4.
Mm.
And when this happens, we go straight to compare this V to 5 or 0.8 square root of FC. So, with 5, V will be less than 5. Is that correct? So
Yeah.
if V is less than 5, then it means that it connects with the formula here. And we are interested in knowing the spacing. That's all what shear design is about. We are interested in this
Mm.
SV. So the SV, and we already know ASV, but we have to calculate it. I think you don't know ASV. So
Yeah.
ASV is the area of two bars. So we want, spacing is just the distance between two reinforcement bars.
Mm.
That is what is giving us the spacing. So we want the area of these two bars. That's what has been represented as the ASV.
Mm.
Have you seen it? So the
Mm.
area of those two bars will be what? We know that they are rings. Sorry, we call them rings. Their areas are, the diameters. The diameter of the ring has been given as what? 10 mm.
Mm.
So because they are 2 times pi over 4 times 10 squared. So what is that giving us?
So 157.07. Oh, but you've muted yourself. Oh.
The ASV is 157 times 0.87, and FYV is what? 250. All divided by the breadth. The breadth was what? 200. And then the V, we calculated the V to be 2.439 minus the VC is, what was the value of the VC? 0.785. So what is the value of SV giving us? Yes, what are we getting?
One zero three point two two seven. Bro, you muted yourself.
Okay, so 103.227 mm.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the spacing we are getting from here. But this spacing is like the minimum that we should the maximum we should go. Do you get it? It should be less than or equal to this. So that is the maximum that we should go. So you can say that maybe 100 mm center to center. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes for easy construction and other things, they go beyond it, maybe 150
Oh,
mm
okay.
center to center because measuring something like 103 points, it's hard. But when they are measuring
Mm,
150, they know that, oh, it's 6 inches or they have some there. So it's easier for them to do than to measure 103.22. Okay. So 150 center to center is okay. Or 100 mm center to center. So after you have
okay.
done this, the next thing is to calculate the number of bars. So in calculating the number of bars that you need, the number of sharings that you need, the formula is the number of bars is equal to the length of the beam over the spacing plus one. I'm coming in. I'm coming.
Okay, mention. You only have in cell. Today night I almost go by some change game. Your tomorrow 15 city or traffic in my imagine. The guy watching like where your taste and never need to book after where you have each of the visa fuel. Hey, hey. Uh, bro, all this thing be healthy for them going to KFC just because they are not modernization by KFC. Hey.